everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Real American Cougar. I'm Joyce, and I'm a cougar, and I am the Real American Cougar, and I can show you how you can live a great life as an American Cougar too. I just want to take this opportunity to show my gratitude and say thanks for all your support, your likes, your views, my followers, family, friends, Lost Recording Studio. I could never do this without you. Haters, you all give me ideas and you all give me things to think about, and I'm just absolutely grateful that I can sit right here and see all ya. Have you seen me? We can relate like we do. I never thought in my entire life that I would be sitting here sharing my story with you and hoping to share other people's stories with you. I do have some guests that I have lined up. We are getting things together for the approval of guests that are going to tell their story here on the show. So be looking forward to a guest one of these days. Very soon we're going to have a Real American Cougar come on and tell her real story. So I am just grateful to be able to bring all that to you. One of the reasons I want to do this presentation is that I feel that mature women can use all the support that they can get. Single women can use all the support that they can get. It's not easy. Life is not easy. If you want to get somewhere in life, you got to climb over every obstacle and climb over all the rocks and the bad parts to get to the sunny parts. And it's not easy. And dating, especially for mature women, is especially hard. If you've been married and you're out of the dating scene for a year or two, you've kept to yourself, you're sorting out your head about things. Getting back into dating is really hard. It's not easy with expectations, and they talk about women. Women need to rely on their looks. They need to rely on their looks to find a partner, to get somewhere in life. I'm telling you, that is far from the truth for me. I don't have to rely on my looks, and neither do you. Men, they say, can get by with their intelligence, their sense of humor, and their income. If you're looking for somebody who has an income, that's something desirable for you, that's fine. I don't have to look for anyone who has an income because I have my own income. I've been doing my daily grind for 30 plus years. I'm very happy to be doing it. I'm very satisfied with what I do. I've done a professional position for over 30 years. I'm hoping to retire from that. So that part of my life hasn't been too bad. Once I got that started, that kind of rolled on. But I am living proof that mature, older women, single women, women that are living life alone can live their best life regardless of anybody else's opinion. And the opinion of what a mature older woman who is still single, out there on the web, on the television, in the movies, I don't find that as a true to life experience. Actually, that makes some women feel less of a person. And I don't want anyone to feel less of a person. If you're mature and you're still dating and you're trying to be personable and you're just looking for a little companionship, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong. I am living proof that mature women can live their best life regardless of any opinion. I started talking about the way that I grew up and the way that I formed relationships and things in an earlier episode, and we're going to talk more about that today. First thing I want to tell you before we get into that is I'm doing a free advertising through the end of this month and the end of May. I will plug your business. If you are a small business owner, especially, I would like to help you get your name out there. Today, sponsoring my business today, the business that's sponsoring me today, I should say, is the Chautauqua Soap Company. I just love the Chautauqua Soap Company. They're on 3rd Street in Jamestown, New York, and they make the best smelling soap. Oh, this is the lavender and tea tree. This is my favorite. It smells so good. She also makes candles. Her name is Audrey. She's the crazy plant lady. Go down and see her. She makes candles. This is the odor removing candle. It has a little bit of a smell to it, but it pretty much removes smoke. It removes any other nasty odors that you don't want to smell. I just like having candles burning. They make me feel cozy. And I would suggest that you go down there to 3rd Street, see Audrey, the crazy plant lady. Her soap is nothing like you've ever used. It foams right up, it goes right on, it smells so good, it feels so good. You don't feel any soap on you. There's no soap scum whatsoever. None. In your shower, in your bathtub. So I recommend, I can't stop smelling it. I recommend Chautauqua Soap Company. Today is my business of choice, Chautauqua Soap Company. Go see Audrey. Now we're going to talk about my experience. We're going to go on to talk more about my experience growing up and how that influenced my life up until now. So when I first did an episode, I think it was the 2nd episode I did, I talked about my upbringing, and it was strict, it was inflexible. Rules sometimes changed with the situation, and that's very hard. It's very hard. It's like you're guessing all the time. We moved around a lot. Without a foundation to build upon, a person takes chances and they have unrealistic expectations when they go into relationships or they get out in life. Because of our upbringing and our attachment styles, different traumas, different things that happened to us, different ways we were taught to see things, this drives the way we move through our life. I feel like I've lived my life in fragments. I've moved around everywhere. The only stable thing that I've had, I think, for the last 30 years is that 30-year grind. I've held on to that. I've done my job. I think I'm at the top of my game in my professional job right now. But I feel like my life has been in at least 3 different episodes. Different things happened in those episodes. During that time, I had a lot of drive. I was young and I had a lot of drive, and I had a drive to find out what I wanted to do in life, what I want to do to make money. That's a big drive when you're young. What to do to make money, what to do to just drive for that normalcy in life. When you grow up thinking that you don't have a normal upbringing, or that you don't know what opportunities are out there or what to expect or what to look for, you feel kind of on the abnormal side, and you're looking for that normalcy in life. So when I made different decisions that I made, it was because I had been brought up in an environment where I had to learn to kind of roll with all the changes and go with the flow, and be nice, and just, it was hard for me. I didn't really understand what it meant to commit. There was a lot of different things that happened in my life, different memories that influenced how I committed to people, how I committed to things, how I made decisions in my life. And through all my life growing up and being fairly controlled and fairly sheltered and not really knowing what life was about outside of what I was taught at home, which I'm not saying my home life was horrible. I'm not saying my parents were horrible. I'm not saying they did anything wrong. I'm saying that you get a certain attitude about life from the way that you've been brought up. And the way that I was brought up, back in the subconscious of my mind, I felt that life equals suffering. So when you grow up and you feel that life equals suffering, you are determined to go through whatever you have to do to keep that job, keep that relationship, keep making that money, keep moving forward, get that car, get that home. You put other people in front of yourself, more before yourself. You end up being the helper and the fixer. I think that's one reason why I got into my career, was I'm a helper and a fixer. All of my background growing up, help people, fix people, do good for people, they'll like you. So in my relationships, I really worked hard to keep that relationship going because I was a helper and a fixer. There were things that I let slide about people because I wanted them to know that I loved them. I loved them. I wanted them to know that. I wanted to make a difference in their life. I was a fixer. Let me tell you, some things cannot be fixed. We can't fix everybody. We can't save everybody. Until I figured out that I don't need to spend the rest of my life fixing someone else, I had a pretty rough life. life does not equal suffering. I found out that life does not equal suffering. You don't have to be a helper and a fixer to get along with people. You need to make your own choices. You need to stand on your own 2 feet. So here I am, a 30-year plus grind at the career, an older single woman. I've had a lot going for me right now. I appreciate all the friends that I have. I appreciate my family. I appreciate everyone that's talked to me and led me to bringing out my story and what I hope. I'm financially stable. I own a home. I have an orchard that I'm working on. I keep busy. I'm here chatting with you. I think that's one of the greatest things that's ever happened to me in my life, is to be here chatting with you right now. I'm living my best life right now, and I am living proof that if you're a mature woman, you can still let your light shine. You can live your best life. Don't worry about what other people say. Don't worry about the image. Don't worry about the cougar image. You know what your image is. You know who you are, and you know what you are. I don't feel threatened by the cougar image, but I think it was something that was worth bringing up and worth discussing. I've talked to a lot of female friends of mine, and they have a lot of input about how they feel about the way people look at them when they're older, single, mature women. I frankly couldn't care less what people think about what I do. I try to make myself happy. I try not to hurt anyone. I try to get along with people. And what I'm trying to tell you, cougars out there, if you're a real American cougar like me, it's okay to be alone. It's okay to live alone. It's okay not to be married. It's fine not to have a boyfriend. It's fine not to be at the bar every weekend looking for somebody. Let me tell you something about looking for a guy in a bar. This is how I feel about looking for a guy in a bar. My dog goes out. I let her out. I have probably 2.5 acres around my home that she uses for whatever she wants to use for it. So she will go out and she will sniff all over that yard, looking for a clean place to poop. And I find that very ironic, but I think that going out to a bar to look for a guy that you want to have a relationship with is like my dog looking over the whole yard for a clean place to poop. Wherever you find, there's going to be shit on it. Whatever you find, there's going to be shit. Don't go to a bar looking for a good relationship, guys. Please listen to me. If you are living your best life, you won't have to worry about going places to meet people. You will meet people along the way. If you let your light shine and you're happy and you do what makes you happy, you're going to exude this presence and exude that happiness that many other people never ever find. And it's there, and you can find it. And I don't care how bad you think you've screwed up. I know I've screwed up. I know there's things I should have done different. I take responsibility for that. I owe a lot of people apologies, and I do apologize to a lot of people. I understand where I went wrong. I understand that those are my actions. But you know what? You don't have to live with that every day of your life. Once you accept that you have made mistakes and you have made bad choices, and maybe your experience growing up wasn't optimal, but you feel what you feel inside, whatever makes you happy, whatever you can do to get through life. And I find a lot of satisfaction in getting through life by helping someone else, or sharing my ideas with someone else, or just listening to someone else. If you are absolutely comfortable with yourself, and I encourage you to get comfortable with yourself, because I'll tell you, there's nothing wrong with some gray hair. By the way, how's my hair look today, guys? Does it look messy? Is it messy? Is it okay? Oh, okay. I feel better now. Thank you very much. But you can have the hair out of place and still be fine. You can go out with no makeup and still be fine. You can make a mistake. You can say the wrong word. I don't know how many bloopers I put in this live chat that we do here. And I don't look back on it and say, man, I should have said that, or why did I say that, or why did I stumble over that easy little bit of words? Those are nothing. That's nothing. Don't sweat the small stuff. I am living proof that you can mature, be older, be unattached, and live your best life. So this is a platform for mature women to come on and say what they feel about their life, about their dating situation, about how they got where they're at. I want to be supportive of mature single women, even single women who are out there working hard, making a life for themselves. One thing I remember from my childhood, and I'll never forget it, is a little song. And this little song, I went to church a lot when I was young, and I learned it at church. And this little song says, "This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine." And you better believe this little light of mine is gonna shine. And I am gonna be out there helping all you real American Cougars to let your light shine. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter what you've been through. I am living proof that you can shine your light. And if you want to talk about this more, if you want to ask me questions, I will answer any question you have for me. If you would like to know how I got to where I am right now, and believe me, it wasn't easy, ask me. Ask me whatever you want to ask me. Send me a message on my Facebook, Real American Cougar, and I will respond to every message I receive. You can email me at myrealamericancougar@matureculture@gmail.com. Tell me your story. I would love to have you right here to talk with me. I enjoy talking with you just on our episodes, but if you want to come here and tell your story, I'd love to have you come here and tell your story. I'm all about helping people live their best life and feel good about themselves and getting to that point where they can go out and enjoy themselves and not feel like life equals suffering, because it doesn't. I'm so happy just to be here. I'm so happy to be plugging Shiitake Soap Company. I got to smell this one time. It is so freaking good. No soap scum, people. You go down there to 3rd Street in Jamestown and you go see Audrey, the crazy plant lady. She has a bazillion scents of soap and candles in there. And you're just going to love every one of them. You're not going to know what to pick. So go down there. And keep tuning in for more videos and more information and more fun. And I hope that this little talk has been inspirational for you today. It's made me feel pretty good. We'll see you the next time. Send me some ideas. Send me some questions. I will do a hot seat answer questions video episode where I will answer any question you direct to me, and I'll tell you the truth. Because I'm a real American Cougar. Peace out.